Evening. Dr. Lawrence Cox has served as team physician for Redland High School in Lewisberry since 1996 and has been instrumental in delivery of quality sports health care to many other athletes within the surrounding community for over 25 years. Additionally, he is a huge supporter of youth athletic teams, often giving his time and his money towards their programs. What started out to be as a backyard adventure for his sons, one who played in the NFL, and friends, has turned into a full-blown youth football camp that at its peak has had 500 kids a year. For the 28 years, it is the largest non-contact youth football camp in the state of Pennsylvania. Dr. Cox has consistently recognized the importance and contribution of athletic trainers make in providing student athletes with the best health care possible. He has great respect for what we do and is often educating others about our scope of practice and the importance. He is knowledgeable, committed, and a generous team physician who makes himself readily accessible, often opening his office very early, like 5:30, 6:30 a.m., and staying late, and even making the occasional house call to see athletes. Dr. Cox is accompanied today by his beautiful wife, Brenda. Ladies and gentlemen, PATS Team Physician Honorary Award winner, Dr. Lawrence Cox.
Well, first off, thank you, Jeff. I was told I didn't have to speak at all. The doctor speaks. I'm like, oh my goodness gracious. Now I have to speak. But I tell you, I'm honored to be here, honored to get this, but I'm actually an athletic trainer at heart. And I'm going to tell everybody in here, a family doctor who's been doing this a long time. It's just like you guys. We're part of the same team. You can say, what's that mean? Well, you know what? We're mutts. We're out there in the dark. We're out there in the rain. We're in the hot summer day. It's freezing cold. It's raining. You know what? We're not thoroughbreds. We are the mutts. You know anything else we are? We're psychologists and psychiatrists, aren't we, guys? We're dealing with everybody, not just the athletes. It's the administrator, the parents. And that's what we have to do. The other thing is, you know, we are jack of all trades. We do a little bit of everything. That's kind of what we do. The other thing is, you ever see the movie Expendables? Everybody thinks we're expendable until they go look at the budget, they look and see what we do, and they say, you know what? They're not expendable. We can't make it without those guys. And that's the family doctor and athletic trainer. And it's just an awesome thing. And I tell you, I've had a bunch of people. Anybody here from Lock Haven? I had a bunch. Look at all these. Man! So I said, uh-oh, I better say something about Lock Haven. You know, and I'm a generational family physician, athletic trainer. You say, what the heck does he mean by that? My dad was a college football, wrestling, and boxing coach. I don't like to toot his horn too much, but he's in 6 or 7 Hall of Fames, the NCAA Hall of Fame, the NA Hall of Fame, is the 1996 alternate Olympic team manager. It goes on and on. I'm not saying it to do anything to let you know that I come from an athletic family, and I lived in the gym. I don't know how to change a light bulb or oil, but I can be in the gym. My wife goes nuts. She does all the stuff around the house. I'm always at the gym with the football team, with the wrestlers, the basketball team. That's where I want to be. And my dad was what you call a green thumb trainer. Does anybody know what that is? When he didn't have a trainer, he was the trainer. And I can remember many times kids going, Doc, what did you just wrap on my hand? He said, quiet, get out there and play. I remember one time he was fighting with the referee because the ref said, that's illegal, Doc Cox. He had his doctorate. Coach Cox, that's illegal. He said, there's nothing illegal about that. And he's talking. And you know what? He taught me how to rap the same way. And I do the same thing with my kids. I had a son that played in the NFL, Michael. He's in high school. He was hurt a little bit. And my wife said, you know, you should get an x-ray. I'm, you know, being a tightwad. I took him down to a podiatrist's office who's down the street, and we did an x-ray of his hand on a foot x-ray machine. He had a little fracture, and Michael, you know, he said, Dad, I want to go see a regular doctor. I said, what? I went and got some plaster of Paris I stole from the hospital emergency room. It was the ugliest looking cast you ever saw. It started to stink. He wore a bag on it. He said, I don't even let the girls sign it, Dad. And the worst part is, when we went to cut it off, my wife, I made her hold his hand, and he's screaming. I said, quit yelling. I don't know when I hit your skin or not. That is an on-the-job training doctor. And I tell you, everywhere I've been, you know, I was a physical therapist. I wanted to be an athletic trainer. I got hurt in high school at Lock Haven. Finally, after my dad coached in many, many places, when I got to Lock Haven, I actually injured my knee. Wasn't the greatest, but I was first team All-State, and I ended up playing the Big 33 game. But I hurt my knee the senior year, and they told me I was done. They put me in a cast, and so about 3 games ago in the season, I cut the thing off. And Tim Foley, Dave Tomasi at Lock Haven, Dave Tomasi, I'm in there every day because I used to hang out in there, and they said, okay, if you want to play, do what we tell you, and we'll probably tape you, and we'll get you out there for the last couple games, and they did. And that was awesome. Then I went to Temple, and I got encephalitis, which is like meningitis. I ended up living in the weight room and the training room after I finally got better under Steve Bear, and I saw his name up there. So I have all these guys, great guys I was around. Then I go on and I became a doctor. I travel all over. USA Boxing, I do with the Olympic team. I did the Pan American Games and North American Games around the greatest trainers all over the world. And then I find them in my backyard, the greatest trainers too. Mr. Shields, I had 3 sons. 2 sons played in the NFL, played NFL games. One was in camp. At one year I was lucky. I had the Jets, Falcons camp and the Chiefs camp all in one same week. It was pretty awesome. But you know what? All 3 of those guys have been hurt. And all 3 of those would never have been where they were at without the trainers. Jeff Shields, my oldest son that had surgery on his shoulder, without Shieldsy taking him under his wing as a junior in high school after he blew his shoulder out, without him, he would never have been where he was at. So I actually owe Shieldsy probably half the college tuition because he got a full ride. So I owe him that. And you know, and then when they were lucky, they got to play major college football. And Michael at Georgia Tech had shoulder surgery. They had a trainer named Shoop. I couldn't make it down to surgery. My wife tried to. Her plane got held up, so they're going to do the surgery. My wife's going nuts. Her son's under surgery. You know, Trainer Shoop's on the phone with her the whole time saying, I got him. I got you back. And then my son Lucas had an abscess in his throat. How he ever got that? Trainer Shoop had our back. Called me every day. Went and took care of my boys. And to this day, would you agree, Brenda, they will say the favorite person they had at Georgia Tech was their Trainer Shoop. So thank you very much. We're going to go on. We're athletic training. Remember, what I see in here is people like these guys right here. They got it. They're getting it. Young people, remember, you got it. You got a chance to work on Friday. You got to work on this. But get it by working with the people, communicating with the people, learn from these old guys, because it's all about. Thank you.
Thanks, Scott.